Hi students, welcome to the video on cost accounting at your fingertips. In this video, we are discussing on cost sheet, that is statement of cost. Showing various elements and then statement of profits. So this is the fourth video. So in this video, we are solving one typical problem having some adjustments. Here it is given. The following figures are extracted from the trial balance of Adarsh Manufacturing Company on 31st March 2023. So here belongs to 1st April 2022 ends on 31st March 2023. Here first debit balance, that is opening inventory. Raw material 1,40,000, work in progress 2 lakhs, finished goods 80,000. So raw material we will consider while calculating the raw material consumed. Then work in progress we will add with the factory cost incurred. Then finished goods will add with cost of goods produced. Then plant and machinery is given, it is assets. On that some depreciation there, that will be apportioned among the different department according to the given question. Then material purchase, it is directly added to the opening stock of raw material to calculate the raw material consumed. Then freight incurred on raw material, that is also added 16,000. Then direct labor, it is direct labor or direct wage, it will added with the raw material consumed to arrive the prime cost. Then indirect labor 18,000, factory supervision 10,000, repairs and upkeep of factory 14,000, heat light power 65,000, rate and taxes 6,300, miscellaneous factory overhead 18,700. Generally all belongs to factory, but there are some expenses which are apportioned among factory, office and selling and distribution overhead according to the given question as per the direction of the question. Then sales return and rebate, that we will deduct from sales to get the net sales. That will be taken in calculation of statement of profit. Then office appliances, that is office administrative overhead, office salary and expense, that is also office administrative overhead, interest on borrowed fund. So from our operating profit, from sales we will minus cost of sales or total cost. We will get operating profit. From operating profit we will deduct this interest on borrowed fund, we will get the net profit. Sales commission, selling and distribution overhead, sales traveling expenses, selling and distribution overhead, sales and promotion expenses, that is also selling and distribution overhead. Then distribution department salary expenses, that is also under selling and distribution overhead. Then sales is given, so it will be taken in calculation of net profit, that is purchase return will deduct from purchase to calculate the raw material consumed. Further details are available as follow. Closing inventory, finished goods is given, that is taken into account in deduction from cost of goods sold to calculate the, that is cost of goods produced. We will deduct finished goods of closing stock to get cost of goods sold. Then raw material 1,80,000 will deduct from opening stock of raw material at purchase of raw material less, we will deduct closing stock of raw material to calculate the raw material consumed. Work in progress, closing stock is given, so after calculating the work cost incurred, we will add opening stock of work in progress and subtract closing stock of work in progress, we will get factory cost or work cost and manufacturing cost. Then some accrued expenses are given. Under direct labor, accrued means outstanding, it is due but not paid by the company, so 8,000 will added to direct labor and 1,200 added to the indirect labor. Then interest on a borrowed fund, that will be considered while calculating a statement of profit. That means it is financial expenses will deduct it from operating profit to calculate the net profit. Depreciation to provide an office appliances 5%. So office appliances depreciation, office appliance that asset is given. It is 17,400. On 17,400, 5% will be charged as depreciation. So it is under office and administrative overhead. Then plant and machinery 10%. So cost of plant and machinery is 4,60,000. 500 on 10%. It is 46,050. Then 4% building cost is 10 lakh, 4% means 40,000. Here it is given distribution of following costs. There are some costs which are common to all the departments. First is heat, light and power to factory, office and selling distribution in the ratio of 8:1:1. So heat, light is given. Heat, light and power is given 65,000. 65,000. The heat, light and power relates to factory is 8/10 of 65,000. Then heat, light, power to office and administrative 1/10 of 65,000, that is 6,500. Then another 6,500 heat, light and power to selling and distribution overhead. Then rate taxes is distributed among between factory and office in the ratio 2:1. So heat rate and taxes 6,300, which is 2/3 means it is 4,200. 4,200 relate to factory expenses. Another 2,100 relate to office overhead. Depreciation of building to factory, office, selling, distribution. Building depreciation is, that is 4%, 40,000, and 40,000 8/10 belongs to, so 32,000 belongs to factory. Then 1/10 4,000 belongs to office administrative overhead. Another 4,000 belongs to selling and distribution overhead. With the help of the above information, you are required to prepare a statement of cost, showing various elements of cost and also a statement of profit. So first we will calculate a statement of cost. So statement of cost. First is particulars. So particulars amounts. Under particulars, we will calculate raw material consumed cost. First is opening stock of raw material. It is given 1,40,000. So this is 1,40,000. This is enough. Then we will do another outer column, that is costs. Then add raw material consumed. Raw material consumed. The amount is given here. Raw material is given 3,20,000. So 3,20,000. Add freight on purchase of raw material. Add freight on purchase of raw material. So freight on purchase of raw material is 16,000 less purchase return. So this is 0,006 4,07,000. Less purchase return is given here 4,800. So deduct 4,800. then 200, then 174. Less closing stock of raw material. Closing stock of raw material, that will deduct. Closing stock of raw material is given here 1,80,000. 1,80,000. So this is then 200, 1, 9, then 2. 2,91,200. At direct labor. Here direct labor is given 1,60,000 and outstanding of labor is given accrued direct labor, that is 8,000. So 1,60,000 plus 8. Direct labor is 1,60,000 plus 8,000 accrued expenses. This is 1,68,000. So you got prime cost. This is known as prime cost. That is 200, then 9, 4,59,200. At factory overhead or factory expenses, all expenses related to factory. So all expenses related to factory are here. First, indirect labor 18,000. Indirect labor, it is 18,000. On indirect labor, some accrued expenses of indirect labor is given. That is also indirect labor 1,200. So 1,200 will be added with 18,000. 18,000 plus 1,200, 19,200. This is 19,200. Then indirect labor. Then factory supervision 10,000. Factory supervision 10,000. Then repair upkeep of factory 14,000. Repair and upkeep of factory. This is 14,000. Then heat, light and power. Heat, light and power I already discussed. It is apportioned among factory, office and selling and distribution overhead. So it is in the ratio of heat, light 8:1:1. That is 8 by 10 into 65,000. So this is for factory. Then 00 52,000 heat, light. Then rate and taxes 2/3. Rate and taxes, that is 2 by 3 into 6,300. 6,300 means it is 4,200. Then miscellaneous factory expenses 18,700. Miscellaneous factory expenses, the amount is 18,700. Then depreciation. Depreciation on plant and machinery. Depreciation on plant and machinery. It is given. The depreciation on plant and machinery, it is direct to factory. That is 10% of plant and machinery. That is 4,60,500, 10%, 46,050. 46,050. Then One common is depreciation on building. Depreciation on building. So building cost is 10 lakh. So 4% of 10 lakh is 40,000. So 40,000 depreciation on building, and factory share is, that is 8:1:1, that is 8 by 10. So that is 32,000. 32,000. This is all about factory overhead. So factory overhead comes to 0, then 5, then 1,96,150. 1,96,150. So work cost incurred, that is factory cost or work cost incurred. Work cost incurred. The amount is, that is 350. Then here it is 6,55,350. 6,55,350 work cost incurred. And opening stock of work in progress. Opening stock of work in progress. This is opening stock of work in progress is, it is given here 2 lakhs. So we add 2 lakhs less closing stock of work in progress. Closing stock of work in progress. This is in the adjustment here. Working group 1,92,000 minus 1,92,000. So factory cost or work cost or manufacturing cost, factory or works cost, or it is also known as manufacturing cost. So it is in 350. Four lakh. Again, it is 5 lakh. So 6,55,350 plus 2, 8,55,000. 8,55,000 means 7 minus 1, 6 lakh. 6,63,350. Then office and administrative overhead. Office and administrative overhead. So amount is, first it is given office appliances 17,400. Office appliances 17,400. Then office salary and expenses. Office salaries and expenses, that is 8,600. 8,600. Then depreciation on office appliances. Depreciation on office. So here we have done mistake, that is depreciation on office appliances 70,400. It should be depreciation on office appliances. So 17,400 into 5%. 5% means 870. 870. This is depreciation on office appliances. This is asset. Office appliances asset, building asset, and the plant and machinery. 3 assets are given. So only we have to take the portion of depreciation as expenses or overhead. Then here depreciation on building. Depreciation on building. Already we calculated depreciation on a building. Here it is depreciation on building is 1/10 of 40,000, that is 4,000. Depreciation on building is 4,000. Then heat, light, power to office. Heat, light and power to office. The amount is, it is approximate is given 1/10 into 65,000, that is 6,500. Then another is rate taxes, 1/3 of 6,000, 2,100. Rates and taxes 2,100. So this is office and administrative overheads. Plant and machinery 10%. So plant and machinery, it is factory already taken. Office section we have taken, depreciation of appliances. Then building portion also we have taken. Then distribution also, heat, light and power to office taken. Rate taxes to office taken. Depreciation on office building taken. So everything over. Then full total, that is 70 22,070. So this will give you the cost of goods produced. This will give you cost of goods produced. So amount is 350 plus 70 means 420. Then 685. 6,85,420 at opening stock of finished goods. Opening stock of finished goods. Your opening stock of finished goods is 80,000 less closing stock of finished goods 1,15,000. 1,15,000. So this is 420, then 5, 6, 7. Then we deduct. This is cost of goods sold. So amount is 420, then 0, 5, then 6. 6 lakh. 6,85,420 plus 80,000 minus 1,15,000. 1,15,000. So it is 6,50,420. And selling and distribution overhead. Selling and distribution overhead. So selling and distribution overhead, we will write sales commission, sales traveling expenses, right here. That is sales commission. 33,600. Then sales traveling expenses 11,000. Sales traveling expenses 11,000. Then sales promotion 22,500. Sales promotion 22,500. Distribution department salary and expenses. So salary and expenses of distribution department, that is 18,000. 18,000. Then another heat light power. Heat light power, that is 1/10 of 65,000. Heat light and power 6,500. Then depreciation on building 4,000. So depreciation on building 4,000. So total comes to, because depreciation on building 1/10 we have taken, then heat lights taken over. So total comes to 95,600. 95,600. So it will give you, this is cost of sales or total cost. This is cost of sales or total cost. Total cost, or that is cost of sales. So amount is 0,206 7,46,020. 7,46,020. So we will calculate the profits, statement of profit. We will prepare one statement of profits. First we will take net sales. Net sales, that is sales less return. Net sales is sales minus return. Sales is 7,76,000 minus 14,000. 7,76,000 minus return 14,000. So net sale is 7,62,000. 7,62,000 less cost of sales or total cost. Cost of sales or total costs, that is 7,46,020. So operating profit is, operating profits this is 80,951. 15,980. From operating profit, we will deduct the bank expenses, that is interest on borrowed fund plus outstanding. Interest on borrowed fund plus outstanding. Interest on less on borrowed fund, that is 2,000. Add outstanding, that is also 2,000. Add outstanding, accrued due not paid, that 2,000. So total is 4,000. So net profit from this business is now, so net profit is equal to 11,980. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe the video, and share the video to your friends so that everybody will be benefited.